Vale. A ver, está muteado. Han puesto un temardo, pero no sé si tiene copia o no, rollo. Y creo que no va a empezar hasta la y media, de verdad, el rollo. Creo que me he calentado. Sí, porque, a ver, tío, es que me da miedo subirlo, en verdad, rollo. He escuchado a un tío diciendo 1, 2, 3, pero ya está, o sea, rollo. Ni puta idea, creo que voy a hacer un corte y voy a poner directamente a la y media, porque creo que no va a pasar nada mientras, ¿vale? Ah, nos vemos. Parte, que han puesto un temardo. Pero da para atrás. Channing Hand, tío. Van a poner rollo 15 minutos de canciones, tío, qué guapo. Mira, ¿sabéis lo que podemos hacer mientras? Que esto no lo enseño yo. Vamos a hacer un pequeño análisis del taller de ayer, ¿vale? Hostia, mientras que hago esto se va. Y va a empezar la mierda de esto y me va a dar miedo. No, no. Pero lo he visto como 27 veces, te lo juro. Ahí está. Pero necesito un trailer limpio de estos. Tío, qué guapo. Es increíble, tío. Esto no empezamos, ¿no, rollo? Ah, 12 min. Vale, vale, perfecto. Perfecto, perfecto. Vale, mirad. Tío, se ve como en la peli. Qué puta locura.
Huh?
Voy a poner subs.
Wait, what happened?
Que han, lo han
He's been
olvidado.
forgotten. When there's no one left in the living world who remembers you, you disappear from this world. We call it the
Final
final death.
Esto sí que tiene copy. Vale, ya me lo comí una vez, no me lo quiero comer dos veces, perdón. Es la canción, ¿vale? Mm, Eco, es decir, vale. Esto, a ver. He visto comparaciones con la peli, tío. Bueno, la animación es la misma. La animación la han calcado, una locura. Eso sí, lo que sí se ve un poquito peor, porque todo lo estamos viendo en tiempo real en una consola, son un poco los modelos, la iluminación. La iluminación es lo que más se nota. Pero vamos, se ve muy bien. El perro está un poquito peor hecho. Pero vamos, es increíble lo que ha conseguido Square. Hay menos NPCs. Pero eso, ¿vale? Y los sin corazón, tío. Mirad sobra, tío. Ojo, mantiene. Soy gilipollas. Vale, ahí se ve perfecto. Mantiene el traje. Esto hay gente que se lo ha llevado. Mantiene el traje de Quadratum. ¿Por qué? Porque no está Donald. Donald es el que cambiaba los trajes en los mundos. Entonces, si no está, no, nadie puede usar magia para ponerle un traje acorde. Entonces, simplemente se ha pintado y ha colado, ¿vale? Eso sí, los pies. Tiene los pies de Quadratum, claro. Porque eso. No tiene, es que no es el Sora de siempre, ¿sabes? Para que lo entendáis, no es el mismo cuerpo, por así decirlo, ¿sabes? Es el cuerpo que ha adoptado en el mundo real, en Quadratum, ¿vale? Y se ha quedado para esto, ¿sabes? ¿Cuándo puedo mutearlo, tío? Ahora, ¿no? Ahí está, vale. Dios, se ve muy bien. Mira, ya ves, espada de coco. Guau, tío. Vale, mira. Esto, importante. Eso, no está ni en el aquí todavía. O sea, esto sigue siendo antes de salir del mundo ficticio, ¿vale? Antes de que Sora reviva, ¿vale? No me acuerdo cómo se llama. ¿Héctor? No, ¿cómo era esto, tío? No me acuerdo, pero bueno. Tenemos los comandos que ya nos enseñaron. Y esto no sé lo que es todavía. Hay una barrita, no sé qué están cargando. Una barra de fiesta, no sé qué están cargando, pero lo que sí se ve aquí es un ataque combinado entre Héctor y. No, ¿quién es Héctor de los dos? No sé, pero bueno. Entre Sora y tal. No me acuerdo, me hace mucho gracia peli, tío. Vamos, parece un ataque combinado.
This is a lot of new information. I bet I'll find a clue to saving Sora now.
Vale, Mickey quiere, se está buscando cómo sacarle. No tiene más.
But Sora isn't here.
What? Sora, is something wrong?
Voy a poner esto más cerca. Vale, están contando con él a través de Hades, ¿eh? Importante. Y se confirma que sí que es así, güey. Guau, tío. No sabes lo que grité ayer cuando vi esto por primera vez. Ahora ya lo he visto 30 veces. Lo voy a ir otra vez, pero ya lo entendéis, tío. Vale, y sale ya. Esto es importante. Esto es muy importante. Sale a finales de 2027. Eso significa que sale en físico, tío. Es lo mejor que nos podían haber dicho, tío. Buah, 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 buah. Y, bueno, y tenemos lo del anime. Ahí está. Ahí sale imagen, tío, directamente. Es lo único que han puesto tampoco. Esto. No, pero no me habrá. Me cago en la puta. Vale. Tampoco, no hay más información. Esto. Un anime de Kingdom Hearts. Este no es Sora, ¿eh? Que lo sepáis. Este es. Hidgar se llama, este es de Union Cross. ¿Vale? Era bastante secundario. ¿Sabes? No parece el de Union. Parece el de Union Cross más bien. A ver si. A ver si lo puedo enseñar un momento. Vale, chicos, sí. Perdón. Sí, esto es Helgi, tío, que no me salía antes. Es de Dark Road, ¿vale? Es completamente secundario, pero coño. Mm, Uy, no puedo. No puedo ver la imagen. Bueno, este tío, de hecho, es que si lo veis, es que se parece un huevo. De hecho, el tío que ya lo ha hecho es que es Helgi, literalmente. Si van a hacer. Es que si anime va a tener a este como protagonista. Eh. O sea, es que a lo mejor no, pensaba que iba a ser rollo más una reimaginación de los juegos. Pero claro, si pones el contenido de Union Cross, hay mucha gente que no tiene, o sea, de Dark Road en este caso, hay mucha gente que no tiene ni idea del lore de los juegos de móvil. Entonces, no sé si pone esto, a lo mejor la gente se valía un poco, pero es buena idea, en verdad. Pero justo por eso. Si lo piensas más para los fans, hay muchos que no juegan juegos de móvil porque eso, porque son de móvil. Tiene sentido, la verdad. Y rollo es que si les pones esto, para enterarse de la historia de los juegos de móvil, está de puta madre, ¿eh? Rollo un anime, ¿sabes? Más que nada porque los juegos ya no se pueden jugar, ¿sabes? Pero eso no sé qué van a hacer. Pero sí, parece más Hale que Sora. Y aparte, la llave de espada esta también es de Dark Road. La voy a buscar también, ¿no? Tengo un minuto y medio. Un minuto. Hostia. Bueno, a ver ya. ¿O mola lo ves? Bueno, no te voy a meter. Se me ha... se me ha olvidado el comando para. Coño. Pausa. Sí, se me ha olvidado el comando para. Venga, un poquillo. ¿Qué hice por aquí, tío? Star Wars, ojalá, tío. Pero se me ha olvidado el comando para quitar la pausa y control F9. Es que antes corté la grabación. Se me ha olvidado eso y no me ha dado tiempo a buscar la llave de espada. Pero bueno, es una que puede llevar en Union Cross. Es una variante de la llave de espada de siempre. Bueno, tampoco tiene más. Y había una muy parecida en Kingdom Hearts 3. Me la damos que echando. Dios, los vecinos me van a matar, tío. 2 días ya con esto. Ay, guau, tío, el grito que coño. Pero esto se supone. A ver, es que. ¿Qué más anuncian aquí? Se supone que esto es más bien revisión de los 25 años de Kingdom Hearts. Así que va a ser mucho. Full nostalgia, ¿sabes? No sé si habrá mucho de Kingdom Hearts 4 aquí. No sé si habrá algo, ¿sabes? Pero sería polla. O fecha de anime, ¿sabes? No, lo anuncian ayer, ya hay fecha. Pero bueno, no creo, lo habrán dicho ayer directamente. La verdad. Ayer fue el día 8 del D23. Vale, parece que se va a tirar unos días más. Siempre se retrasa el puto D23, tío. Os lo voy a cortar. Voy a hacerlo de aquí, que no me fío. Y ya volvemos, ¿vale? Han quitado la música, ¿eh? Y han puesto. Me cago en la puta guitarra.
Hi,
Vamos,
everybody.
vamos a tomar.
King Mickey here. Thanks for joining us today. I'm so glad you could be with us to hear from some of my friends and fellow Keyblade wielders.
Vale, está agradeciendo que estamos en el directo, literalmente.
Please welcome your host and guiding key, Cleo Thomas.
Vale, el host, Cleo Thomas, ya se dijo. Qué grande con la llave de espadas.
Going on, D23? My name is Cleo Thomas. I'm an actor, a gamer, a streamer, and your host for the deep dive into Kingdom Hearts here at the D23, the ultimate Disney fan event. Now, many of you here in this room or the millions watching at home on stream may recognize me as the character Zero from the Disney film Holes.
Este pues, no, la verdad es que. Zero, no sé quién es.
And
Perdón.
not too long before that, I saw this commercial that combined two things I absolutely loved. Video games like Final Fantasy 7, 8, 9, 10, and Disney characters. And I couldn't wait to get this game. Me and my brother, we begged our parents. They took us to get the game. We're driving home, we get in our driveway, we run into our house, we run into our room, we take the game out of the case, we put the game in the console, and you know, nothing's ever really the same after you hear Otada Hikaru sing Simple and Clean for the very first time, is it?
Está contando su historia con Kingdom Hearts, ¿vale? Bueno, ha dicho que pensaba que era una mezcla entre Final Fantasy con personajes de Disney y tal.
Today
No es eso,
is
pero.
one of those pinch me
Se
because
entiende.
I can't believe it's happening kind of days. I get to be here live at D23, celebrating almost 25 years of Kingdom Hearts with fellow fans from all over the globe. So make some noise for yourselves. We have an amazing panel planned for y'all. We ready to kick this thing off? Are we ready to kick this thing off?
Dice que el panel va a ser la polla, a ver si es verdad.
So first person I got to bring to the stage, Director of Product Development at Disney and Pixar Games, Nana Gad.
Ah, la tía esa, ¿no? Bueno, sí. Más ahí los 5. Pero...
Thank you so much for having us from all the way from Tokyo, and so happy to be here today.
¿Cómo quedó Tokio? Viejo.
Next, please join me in welcoming to the stage, Co-Director of Kingdom Hearts 4, Tai Yasue.
¿La de los juegos de Disney es de Tokio? No sabía eso. Japoneses hablando inglés, tío.
In Japan, making our video game. Now I'm here. It's very exciting. We're going to have a lot of fun talking about Kingdom Hearts.
Sí, hablan muy bien inglés.
And finally, a very big special guest. Please put your hands together.
Hailey, ¿no?
And welcome to the stage, the creator of Kingdom Hearts, Tetsuya.
¿Qué cojones? ¡No muere! ¿Qué cojones? ¿Qué ha venido? ¡Hostia! Esto no se dijo, ¿eh? ¡Hostia puta! Esto es gordo, ¿eh? Pero te lo voy a poner ahora mismo. ¡Hostia! Bueno, eso no puedo traducirlo.
昨日実は来たんです。ただサプライズってことでずっと隠れとけってことで、やっとこれで自由にうろうろできるなと。ただ明日帰ります。楽しんでいこうと思います。よろしくお願いします。
So thank you so much for inviting me today. It's been several years, but I finally managed to get myself out here. I actually arrived yesterday, but I had to stay out of sight because my appearance was supposed to be a surprise. But now that I'm finally here, you can say that I'm finally free.
Vale, de hecho, básicamente, bueno, muchas gracias por invitarme hasta aquí. En principio va a ser una sorpresa, tal, pero bueno, que estoy aquí y que por fin somos libres, sí, porque han salido noticias.
That said, I will be heading home tomorrow, so although my stay is a short one, I'm looking forward to having a great time with all of you. Thank you very much.
Qué puto amo, tío.
Everyone take a seat. Let's take a seat. Let's take a seat, man. We got so much to talk about. And I know fans here, they want to hear so much more from you three about Kingdom Hearts 4. But I would like to go back from where this all began, man. Going back in time for a moment. When the idea of Kingdom Hearts first came up, were there any Disney franchises that the team knew had to be included, even if they didn't make it into the first game? Nomura-san? Why don't we start with you?
So I have to put on my glasses for a moment.
Se tiene por la gafita.
の企画が立ち上がった当初はあれですね。まずはナイトメアビフォークリスマスですね。まあセルアニメ
¿Le han hablado en inglés y lo he entendido?
ですけども、それ以外にまあ意外性のあるものということで、それを選びました。はい。
So one title that I absolutely wanted to include was The Nightmare Before Christmas.
Pesadilla de Navidad.
While we obviously plan to, feature classic style animated films, I really wanted to, throw in something that was going to be a little unexpected.
A Nomura le encanta esa peli de Disney. Ha dicho que ese mundo que incluye, lo incluyó.
タイトルっていうのはチョイスしていて、まあライブアクションとまあそういったワールドは一つは必ず組み込むようにしています。
And then since then, I've tried to make it a point to make sure that each mainline title includes at least one unexpected world, such as those based on live action films.
はい、もうこれで大丈夫です。はい。
Yeah, I think for us, The Little Mermaid was an early pick, partly because it fulfilled the role of a water-based world that we needed, but also because it allowed us to showcase the latest graphics technology at the time with the expression of moving water. And you know, sometimes our picks don't immediately get realized until there's the right fit with the story or technology or other elements, but it's always really rewarding when it finally happens.
Yeah, The Nightmare Before Christmas for me is a classic to run into, right? But then I think of The Little Mermaid, and I feel like for every video game, you kind of have to always have a water level. And what perfect one than The Little Mermaid? What is the process of selecting Disney worlds? And once that world has been chosen, what is the process for bringing them to the game? Ty?
Ha hecho tema de apartado técnico del juego, tal. Gráficos creo que hicieron muy bien. Y ahora selección de mundos.
Game experience we want the players to have, because games are an interactive medium. So that's something we really focus on. Another thing is we really want to pack a wide variety of worlds and gameplay into one sort of package. So it's just like Disneyland, for example, a lot of attractions, different attractions. And so for Kingdom Hearts 3, we had the Toy Story world, and you could go ride a robot and fight kaiju. We really wanted that robot aspect. And for Pirates of the Caribbean, Sora became a pirate, obviously, travels the seas. But what we really wanted to focus on was we wanted Sora to travel through the sky, dive from the sky, play on the water, and inside the water, also fight on the land as well. So we sort of want to transition between different sort of stages and modes. And for Arendelle, the Frozen world, we really wanted to focus on extreme sports. So that was something big for us. And so we had Sora sliding down slopes on his Keyblade and diving off cliffs. And that was sort of seamless sort of transition as well. And so I guess for each sort of world, I think having differences and having unique gameplay, I think that's really important for us.
Vale, lo que ha dicho básicamente, lo que quería la selección de mundo de Kingdom Hearts, ¿qué está hablando? Es que fueran variados, que pareciera como Disneyland, ¿sabes? Y por ejemplo, he dicho en el 3 eso, tiene Pirata del Caribe para que esté Sora pirata, ¿vale? Puede ir por encima del agua, por debajo del agua, en el agua, tal. Arendelle, para Sora deslizándose, haciendo minijuegos, tal. Variedad y que le guste a todo el mundo el gameplay, ¿vale? Y un gameplay único, ¿vale? Para cada mundo. Y lo consiguieron muy bien.
So
when it
tendría que
comes to
estar
worlds,
I'm the same as Ty. You know, I typically first prioritize the gameplay experience above all else. And you know, whenever we do start a project and we think about the new sort of game systems that are going to be involved, you know, we think about what worlds and which characters would really make those experiences the most enjoyable for players.
あとはですね、自分からもうこのワールドは絶対出すって決める場合は大体ソーラのメインストーリーの進行との相性を鑑みて、
Lo he dicho, eso quiere experiencia variada, divertida por todos los jugadores, tal,
例えば
¿vale?
キングダムハーツ4、今回のテーマには昨日発表しましたけど、個々のワールドが状況的にベストだということで、今回
Algún día podría traducir japonés, tío.
And then whenever, you know, I do have a chance to be able to decide that we absolutely need to include a certain world, you know, I generally think about how well it synergizes with the overall, you know, main story progression with Sora. You know, and when it comes to Kingdom Hearts 4, when I thought about a lot of the themes, we felt that Coco would be, you know, the best world that really would help achieve that goal.
Coco uno de los mejores mundos del juego,
And I'm assuming most
Ahora también da la progresión de sobre y tal.
trailer yesterday.
El trailer de ayer, sí, sí.
I'm sure that's what Nomura-san was referencing. And I heard Nomura-san that trailer was actually supposed to be played during this panel. So
Hostia.
is it okay if we show it again?
Vale, ha dicho, el trailer estaba pensado para mostrar este panel y que si lo mostramos otra vez. Enseñar otra vez ese trailer, la polla.
So yeah, actually, when it comes to, you know, the trailer that was revealed yesterday, we actually already put out all the information that we can as of this moment.
なので、すごくなんか特別新しいってものはないですけども、実は昨日のトレーラー90秒なんですけども、元のトレーラーは4分のトレーラーになってます。本日はぜひそのトレーラーをご覧いただきます。
And so, you know, it's not that there's any really new information that we can show at this time. However, when it comes to the trailer that was shown yesterday, that was about 90 seconds long, that was actually an edited down version of an original trailer that was around 4 minutes. So today, I'd love to be able to show everyone the full version.
¡Hostia! Vale, vale, que el trailer sea una versión corta de 1 de 4 minutos que quieren mostrar hoy. ¡Hostia!
Wait. So,
Me corro,
clear we saw 90 seconds yesterday. Now we get to see a full 4-minute trailer? Run the trailer, let's go!
¿Qué cojones? Trailer de 4 minutos. Hostia, silencio en todo el mundo. No sé quién es este personaje. No me acuerdo de nada de Coco, te lo juro. Ah, no, sí, este es el que se murió ya. Sí. Gracias. No se puede ver también, tío. No sé.
Wait, what happened?
He's been forgotten. When there's no one left in the living world who remembers you, you disappear
Desapareces.
from this world.
La muerte final.
We call it the final death. Hey, it happens to everyone eventually. Come
Esto
on,
de la-
Crucito. You got a
De la
contest to win.
crucita. Hostia, pero esto está literal como en la peli. Amanecer espectacular. Otra vez el copy, tío, me cago en la puta. Buena rola, ya me ha saltado el copy de por dentro, pero... ¿Qué es esto?
This is Quadratum.
¿Qué tiene un móvil? Sí, las del Final Fantasy XV, tú. ¡Hostia! Es Bali, sí, es Bali. Música de cinta, ¿no? Sí. Hostia, esto está cambiado, ¿eh? Esto es lo que se vio ayer. Escucha, va a ser el mejor puto juego de... Este es el ataque en equipo. Vale, esa es la animación completa, tú, qué guapo.
This is a
Mickey.
lot of new information. I bet I'll find a clue to saving Sora now.
El vecino me va a matar. ¿Qué oyes? Dentro del libro. Me parece todo Winnie the Pooh, tío. Secciones... ¡Qué guapo! Hostia, como si fuera en plataforma. Hostia, qué guapo. Qué sacada, tú. Aparte de Mickey van a estar guapas, Hay que Sora no está aquí. Sí. Ah, pues manejamos a Donald y Goofy. Pues, está saliendo de inframundo. ¡Oh! ¡Como en Kingdom Hearts 2! ¿Qué dices? Los chicos Disney jugables, no me jodas, qué guapo, ataque combinado. ¡Hostia!
Is something wrong?
What can you see? Sora, hey!
¡Ah, van con Sora, ven! Mira, me gusta... ¡Xehanort!
Here's a surprise. You're looking pretty good for an old coot.
Hostia, Luxu y Xehanort. Sigurd. ¿Pero qué cojones? ¿Qué es esto? ¿Qué es esto? ¿Qué es esto? ¡Rico! Se ve muy bien. Se ve muy bien. ¡Hostia!
Sora, wake up and
Daddy?
see.
Wow. Thank you for giving us this amazing look at Kingdom Hearts 4. I'm so excited to see, what characters and worlds come with this story. The continuation of this saga makes me so curious about the process behind that. Alongside gameplay considerations, how does the team ensure that the Disney characters and worlds feel fresh while still retaining their core identities? Nana?
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to come back from all that excitement, but let's dive into that. Yeah? I mean, the most important thing is for the characters to remain true to themselves, and that means whenever they're thrown into a completely new situation, a new environment, like you just saw, they would always react exactly as they would, because authenticity has always been at the core of what we make, and that goes beyond just trying to retell things from the film, but really goes to the very essence of those characters. And as for the worlds, visual identity is always key. So things like the shaders, the textures and the proportions, they're intentionally and generally kept different in each world, so that when Sora visits new worlds, we make sure that they always feel unique and authentic. And the spirit of the original films also come alive in details like the rhythm of the scenes, or how the camera is staged, the types of camera cuts, and those details really add to the authenticity as well.
A ver, no puedo mentir.
Yeah, so as
He disociado y escuché la mitad. Pero me ha dicho que quiere que Sora encaje en los mundos, tal, que se vea único, las escenas que cuadren bien, tal, los atuendos de Sora, Don Goofy.
And there's so much to love about these films, and we want to be true to the core of its sort of essence. In the Coco world, for example, in our trailer we just showed you, we have Sora fighting alongside Miguel and Hector.
Miguel,
As you know, Coco is really a musical. There's a lot of music inside the game, and so we wanted, Miguel to use a guitar and sing while fighting battles, and we want Hector, who is a skeleton, to use his arms and arms, and shoot it as an arrow.
Me está diciendo que en el mundo de Coco la música es muy importante. Bueno, el niño pega con la guitarra y el otro con sus huesos, ¿vale? Sus brazos y tal.
And so they do all this, and they also they actually fight together. Sora with his giant key, Hector with his arms, and Miguel with his guitar, and they also dance around a magical piñata, I think, which is really cool. I think so.
Piñata eso es lo que se me nota de la piñata mágica, ¿vale? Que vayan alrededor de ella, ¿vale?
Cooperating together. I think that's part of the Kingdom Hearts charm. That's what we love about Kingdom Hearts.
Hostia, vale.
基本的にはディズニーのオリジナル
¿Tú te imaginas que muestran
なぞるようにはしています。大きな脚色は行わないっていう。ただしスタジオ側からの要請があればオリジナルの内容に変えたりとかっていうことはしています。
¿Tú te imaginas que muestran otro mundo Disney, tío?
To the original Disney story, so we don't make major changes or reinterpretations. That said, if we do receive like a request from the studio, we might make changes accordingly.
Vale, sobre el tema de cambiar cosas en las pelis de Disney, normalmente no cambia tanto, luego se consulta con el estudio si se hacen otros cambios que tal.
オリジナルの部分でキャラクターの個性が際立つようにできることを心がけています。
And so we look for ways to highlight, the character personalities through more of the game's original elements, like the tone of Sora's interactions and the gameplay itself.
プレイヤーは空を通してそのワールドのキャラクター
También hablando del tema del gameplay y tal, ¿vale?
歩いたりとかワールドとの関わりっていうのは
Pero con el estudio y todo eso, ¿vale?
キングダムハーツならではの醍醐味だと思うので、それが一番重視して作ってます。はい。
And so the interactions between the characters that the players get to experience firsthand through Sora, I think is what I consider to be the essence of Kingdom Hearts, and that's something that I hold to be very important here as we develop the games.
Beautiful, beautiful. It's one thing to love original
No escucharon nada,
characters.
Perdón.
It was a whole thing to see Cloud and Sephiroth in a game with Disney characters. Does everyone remember the first time they saw Sephiroth?
¿Cómo que Sephiroth?
Blew my mind. Blew my mind, man. Was there a particular Disney world or character that you three had the most fun creating and breathing new life into?
So yeah, I guess I enjoy all our worlds, and I enjoy introducing new gameplay ideas for all of them. But right now, one of the most exciting areas for me personally on Kingdom Hearts 4 is the world of Scarlet Kylam. So you get to finally play with Mickey. So that's
Está hablando de eso, que puedes jugar con Mickey en cada sala.
Yeah.
So in this world, you get to play with Mickey, and you jump into a book.
Pero es
And
un
this is
mundo
like a paper
entero.
world. And so Mickey in this paper sort of world recreates sort of origami paper copies of himself. and you could create like paper-thin Mickeys, giant Mickeys,
Así que Mickey se mete en el libro, tal.
Un
mundo de papel, tiene Mickey de papel pequeñito, un Mickey gigante. Tal.
He becomes an airplane, paper airplane, you fly around. So there's a lot of new ideas to that, and by using these,
utilizing un huevo mecánica, básicamente, ¿vale? He oído algo de planear, hay un bebé.
It's sort of a puzzle-based game design that's very different from Sora's adventure, and I think it's really refreshing and interesting.
Vale, que es muy refrescante, que es muy diferente al gameplay de Sora y demás, ¿vale?
Yeah, no, that's really awesome. Looking forward to playing that. And I agree with Ty that all the worlds are always genuinely fun to work with for different reasons.
Estás hablando mucho más del 4 de lo que pensaba.
To choose with Toy Story in the past, we were able to work with storytellers at both, Square Enix and also Pixar to come up with a completely original story that took place after the events of the first film. And so it was really exciting for us to be able to offer a completely new experience to fans instead of just tracing an existing storyline.
Vale, vale. ¿Quieren hacer algo que vaya después de la peli? Y que no sea literalmente como la historia de la peli, ¿vale? Algo nuevo.
Those are always timeless stories and characters that fans really love. And so being able to keep them relevant many years after their first cinematic
Quiero ver, es una locura. Puedo ver hasta... Mi gusto es pixel aquí, tío. Bueno, es que esto a lo mejor se puede poner, pero es que yo... No, me lo siento. Pero mi pantalla es que tampoco 4K da igual. Y tampoco le iba a subir a 4K todo. Claro, tío, eso. Vale, más malo, aparte de Maléfica y Hades.
And these characters have appeared extensively in storylines unique to Kingdom Hearts beyond, their just following their original stories, and they're incredibly fun characters to write and work with, so we end up utilizing them a lot.
今回ちょっとトレーラーにも出てきましたけど、キングダムハーツ4でもですね、
ya había dicho eso que han tenido su propia historia, tal, han aparecido mucho, los dos. Poco mal, la verdad.
マレフィセントもとても重要な役割を担って登場しますので、ぜひ楽しみにしていてください。
And as shown a little bit in the trailer just now, I do feel as though we were able to create some especially entertaining interactions between, for example, Donald and Goofy and Hades. And Maleficent also plays a very important role in the story, so I hope you look forward to her.
Yeah. Any Maleficent fans?
Una hostia, párate. Pero ¿esto qué es? ¿Este es el mejor panel de la historia?
I love that you each have a different feeling for every world and every character. For me, Agrabah was so cool to see, because Aladdin is my all-time favorite movie. So to see it in Kingdom Hearts, dream come true. The other thing that I've always found fascinating are the worlds that are inspired by Disney. So what was it like creating these unique worlds like the Mysterious Tower and Disney Town, which aren't directly represented in film? Ty?
Yeah, so I guess Disney Town wasn't based on a specific film, but it was built around the feeling of Disneyland and Toontown. We really love Disneyland a lot, so really wanted to capture the sense of excitement and celebration. There's a lot of festivities there, and we really wanted to re-experience that in the things of the park. So that really extended to all our game mechanics, and we used a lot of desserts, for example. There's a lot of ice cream, sea salt ice cream, those sundaes with churros in them. I love them. They're very creative. I'm going off script here, but yeah. Anyways, so that's why we recreated a festival called the Dream Festival in the game, and that was complete with an ice cream themed mini game, and you get a lot of rewards related to that. We also filled the world with classic Disney characters. We really love the classic characters, and like horse collar, and deliberately designed the buildings to have sort of like a curvy, whimsical shape. And our aim was really to capture the bright, lively, humorous, and playful charm of Disneyland, because it's so special.
Yeah, with Disney Town, it really wasn't about just creating a location, right? It was about creating that feeling. And so, you know, like Ty was talking about, we really encouraged the team to embrace Disney Town as this place of fantasy, you know, with curved lines and whimsical, stylized structures, basically not bound by the rules of a real world. And beyond that, you know, the castle and the homes surrounding, it kind of felt like it was inhabited. So it felt like life continued there even after we were out of the scene. And once this creative direction was established, you know, that the team came up with just an amazing amount of ideas and details to populate and really enrich this world while still maintaining the core identity. And it was really a case where a strong thematic vision really empowered the creativity. It kind of offered a framework for the artist to explore while still sort of maintaining that the experience stays undeniably Disney.
モチーフだけがあってですね、その発想を広げて、
Vale, habla básicamente entre los dos. Tenemos minijuegos, la sensación que quieres dar con algunos mundos. ¿Vale? Por ejemplo, Disney Town quieren que sea más fantástico. ¿Vale?
何かが完全にそれを
Que sea ese tipo de
再現でき
experiencia,
るっ
¿vale?
ていうものがない分、まあ気も楽だったりします。
So imagining something new based off of, solely a certain type of concept certainly is something that's very fun and enjoyable. And it's also in some ways less daunting because there's no expectation of having to replicate something exactly as it is.
いろんな遊び、こちらがちょっと考えてる、新しい仕掛けとかも盛り込みやすかったりですね、シナリオも絡めやすいですから、使い勝手が良くて、利点もすごく多いです。
And also gives us more freedom to incorporate a variety of sort of gimmicks that we were thinking about. And it's also a lot easier to incorporate from a narrative perspective too. So it's a very versatile approach with many advantages.
また構想としてはですね、キングダムハーツ3の段階からあってですね、企画も練ってたんですけど、なかなか実現するのがハードル高かったものがですね、キングダムハーツ4でちょっと進化させて登場しますので、ぜひどんなワールドになるのか、かなりすごい、自分たち的にはすごいワールドがありますんで、ぜひ楽しみにしていてください。
And then when it comes to the overall game design, for Kingdom Hearts 4, there's actually an idea that we had since Kingdom Hearts 3 that we weren't able to realize just because of certain difficulties. But we were able to kind of realize that with this installment. And for us, we think it's a very, very exciting idea. And so I do hope people look forward to it.
Okay. I'm excited to see everything coming, so thank you guys, man, for putting all this work in. One of the most compelling parts about Kingdom Hearts is how it blends Disney worlds and original worlds. Could you walk us through the process of creating original worlds and how you ensured those story elements still had the through line with story elements in the Disney and Pixar worlds?
So when it comes to original worlds in Kingdom Hearts 4, I think one of the biggest examples would be Quadratum, which is inspired by Tokyo. Just like we do with Disney worlds, we were really committed to creating a strong sense of authenticity. And so we actually recreated all the city parts. We had our teams walking around Tokyo taking pictures. We really wanted all the buildings and lightings, the patterns on the roads, for example, to be
Vale, estamos hablando de tema de creación de mundos originales y mundo de Disney. Y han dicho que para hacer el Cuadratum y tal, han llevado a gente por Tokio a hacer fotos, estudiar edificios, tal, para hacerlo lo más fiel posible.
One of the things we really focused on was we wanted players to be able to move through this vast city in a dynamic fashion because it's a huge sort of city, one of the most massive we've ever created. And that's why we introduced new traversal actions. So for Kingdom Hearts 4, we have a new action where you shoot your keychain, right? And then you could launch yourself on top of buildings, for example. You could slide down power lines in Tokyo. You could twirl around poles and signboards. And so it's very realistically Tokyo, but you can also do all these dynamic actions in an exhilarating way.
Vale. El tema de la cadena que puedes usar para moverte, puedes deslizarte por ella, hacer remolinos con tal. Vale, eso lo vimos un poco, ¿vale? Pero se puede usar no solo en combate, también para moverte.
それをどこまで再現するかっていうのはトライアンドエラーをしてやってます。チーム側に アイデアを投げてもらってもうこうやり取りを続けていって何回も繰り返
Pues
して
lo del cosplay de Sora, la juego ya, ¿eh?
それでもどう
Es el del
しても
3.
自分の思い描くものと違ってくる部分とかもしくは譲れない部分っていうのはあるんですけど、それはもう常に話し合って
話し合って楽しくね、はい、
そう別に揉めてないですギリギリのどうすればより楽しくなるかっていうのを探り合っている感じです。
So yeah, during the scripting phase, I typically have a vision I consider to be the right answer pictured in my head, but the extent of realizing those visions require constant trial and error. I usually have my team members kind of come and present ideas, and from there, we have numerous discussions and exchanges, and then, in that process, there's certain ideas that, I'm not able to, I feel that it's difficult to realize, or, certain ideas that I really can't compromise on, and so between the team and I, we're, always trying to constantly push ourselves to find that balance.
で、先ほどの、個々でもそうですけど、今回は特にキングダムハーツ4ではですね、空の状況っていうのが置かれている状況っていうのがこれまでと違いますので、より空の状況に合うテーマのワールドをチョイスして、それを体感してもらうっていうことを心がけてますが、ちゃんとオリジナルストーリーと一本に通るようには今回から新たに構成担当を置いてですね、やり取りをすごい密にここへ来る直前もずっと密にやってましたはい、すごい厳しいツッコミがいっぱい来ます。
So yeah, and this applies for Coco as well. That was a world that we chose because we wanted to take into account Sora's current situation, which is very different from the situation or the circumstances that he found himself in the past. And so we try to always pick our worlds based with that kind of theme in mind, and that's really always at the forefront of our approach and thinking. And in order to ensure that the story still feels cohesive and continuous as a whole, I work very, very closely with the story lead within my team. Even before actually I came here today, I was having lots of discussions where he was pointing out all of these things, and so that's just a constant part of the process.
Vale, básicamente, ¿por qué han elegido el mundo de Coco? Tuvieron reuniones para decidir esto, tal, tema de la historia.
Why do you think the story of Kingdom Hearts has transcended generations and has continuously grown in popularity over the years? And
Esto está buena.
How does it feel preparing for the 25th anniversary of this franchise?
¿Por qué creen que la historia ha trascendido generaciones y sigue volviéndose más popular?
But honestly, it's really thanks to all of you, fans out there who have really supported us and been with us through this incredible journey. So thank you so much for that. I think one of the reasons why the franchise continues to resonate with new generations is the enduring and relatable themes of friendship, loss and hope. These are all themes that everybody can relate to. And really this fusion of Nomura-san's amazing storytelling and Disney's timeless stories and characters is just truly magical and brings all of these really important themes together. And another thing is the connection
básicamente dicho por la increíble manera de contar la historia de Nomura y los mágicos personajes de Disney.
I think many of us who have played the first game are now adults and have been sharing the passions and experiences with friends and family. In some cases, their children over the years, and that's
también por la pasión de los fans que compartimos, jugamos algún juego, lo compartimos con otros.
Reaches the next generation.
Lo que nos gusta.
And we're so very grateful for that. Arigatou gozaimasu.
Sigue japonés, ¿eh? Porque he dicho todo en inglés menos.
25 years, honestly, I feel a little old, but yeah, probably not supposed to say that. I'm really grateful for all the fans and for keep being with us for all these years, and very thankful for that. It's amazing, I think. And as for Kingdom Hearts 4, I think what I'd like to say is I would like to thank everyone for their patience. At this year's D23, we're finally able to announce a release date for Kingdom Hearts 4. I'm really excited about that as well, and I can confidently say and promise that it will launch in 2027. Yeah, and so schedule-wise, development is very smooth. It's not like an 80% thing, 90%, it's a 100% thing. So we'll be there for sure. So I promise you that. And in the meantime, we have Kingdom Hearts Collection, which lets you experience the entire saga in one package, and it's available for pre-order now. If you've never played the series before, or if you'd like to revisit it again before Kingdom Hearts 4, I'd be happy if you just jump in, dive in.
Reservada la tengo. Ya tengo el juego Play 4 y empecé. Y en Switch. Y me van a quitar Switch. Me cago en el puto.
全て皆さんファンの皆さんのおかげでもう皆さんの支えがあってここまで長くシリーズが続いてきました。本当にその感謝の気持ちで自分たちスタッフもずっと頑張って続けてます。
Yeah, so, when it comes to everything, it's really thanks to the support of our fans. The fact that the series has continued for as long as it did is really thanks to your support. And, myself and my team, we continue to work hard in order to be able to, because of the gratitude that we have for everyone who has been with us on this journey.
ですね、25周年
De nada, bro. Básicamente, gracias a los fans.
さっきもね、いろいろ話してて。
Pues mucho todo el tema del equipo también, del equipo con el que trabaja Nomura.
で来年なんですけど、そこはちょっと混乱したんですけど、25周年に向けてですね、まだまだいろいろ計画していることもありますし、25周年を迎えようとして今思ってるのはもう30周年のことを考えてます。
And when it comes to 25th anniversary, this is something that we were discussing earlier just now within the team. But now that it's happening next year, there's many things that are underway, many plans that we have underway. And so what I think about now that we have the 25th anniversary and we're approaching it is about the 30th anniversary.
30? El 30 aniversario. Bueno, todavía queda,
あとその一つというかこれまでシリーズが長く続いたおかげでもありますけど、昨日アニメーションの発表もありまして、何かコメントをとすごい言われてですね、じゃあこう言おうかな。
He hecho un activation, es lo único que he entendido.
それは言っちゃダメです、これ言っちゃダメですって結構止められるんで、結構何も言えないんですけど昨日もコメント出しましたが結構がっつり関わってやってますんで、ぜひアニメの方も楽しみに待っていただければなと思います。
And then one part of that future is actually the animated series that we're able to do. Thanks to everyone. And in making that announcement, I was asked to make a comment, and I thought to myself, I'd love to maybe I could talk about this, maybe I could talk about that. But
da fecha, cabrón.
I was also told you can't talk about that, you can't talk about this, etc. So there's still a lot of things that I'm not able to share just yet. But as kind of mentioned in the comment that I put out, I'm myself am deeply involved in this project, and so I do hope that everyone looks forward to it.
Así que Nomura participa también. No han dicho fecha.
言っとこうっていうさっき安江と話してたんですけど、昨日2027年発表されまして、結構皆さんの反応も伺っていたんですが、これは伸びるねみたいな意見もちらほら見かけたんですけど、確実に27年に遅れないので、これは言い切り
絶対に遅れない100%。
まあそれもあって僕ら明日帰るんでものすごいね思ってる以上にマスター早いんで遅れません。なので27年楽しみに待っていてほしいのと、まだまだ今回PR 始まったばっかりなんで4はこれからの情報をまた期待してお待ちください。
And then one last thing that I actually wanted to also share, and this is something that I talked about with Ty as well, but we announced that the game is going to be coming late 2027, and I saw online that some people were saying, oh, maybe the actual release date might still get pushed back. I just wanted to set the record straight. That is not happening.
Hostia, no me he enterado que ha dicho. El juego sale en 2027, es que no he escuchado el último, tío.
And so I do hope that
Creo que lo voy a dar para atrás, la verdad.
And I saw, online that some people were saying, oh, maybe the actual release date might still get pushed back. I just wanted to set the record straight. That is not happening.
Esto. Es que hay una palabra que ha dicho que no sé qué significa. Pero...
And so I do.
Bueno, pero creo que hay algo de formato físico, ¿no, coño? Ay, ¿qué está pasando, tío? Ah, vale, han acabado. Da igual. No dura una hora.
That was crazy. How y'all feeling? Lovely, lovely, man. Well, guess what? Like I mentioned, that was just our first set of panelists here, man. So I'm going to bring out some more friends of mine.
¿Cómo? No, bueno,
To
acaba, ¿no?
expand on some other aspects of the Kingdom Hearts saga, we're going to hear insights from Disney character voices and Kingdom Hearts voice talents.
Ah, claro, faltan las
Please
voces.
welcome Renee Johnson, a creative director for Disney character voices, Haley Joel Osment,
Ahí está.
the voice of Sora, and David Gallagher, the voice of Riku.
Yo lo que se ha emocionado tú. ¡Qué temazo! Yo creo que me he puesto de pie y todo, tío.
How's you guys feeling, man? How's E23 for you guys?
Pretty exciting.
Been amazing, yeah.
Yeah, man.
It's been awesome.
Yeah, man. Man, this is crazy for me to be on the stage with all of you, man. Thank you guys so much for this opportunity. Renee.
Yes.
You wear a few different hats on Kingdom Hearts. You're one of the main voice directors, but you're also the lead English dialogue editor. So you're part of shaping the script through several rounds with Square Enix, Disney, and sometimes the filmmakers. Once you receive the Japanese audio and animation, how do you prepare the script for recording?
Cuando recibe el audio en japonés, ¿cómo lo prepara para grabarlo?
I go through every line, every reaction in what we call a timing review, which means I sit in my office doing my own really bad versions of the character voices, trying to time them to the Japanese audio, which I'm sure makes everyone who sits around me not entertained.
Not
only do we have the timing right, but that we're matching the expressions that these beautiful animators have done and any gestures that are being done. But the Square Enix localization team and I are doing more than just adapting words. Japanese and English have different rhythms. The pauses are different. So if a Japanese pause feels too long in English, I need to determine if I can shorten it or if we can just talk through it. What's going to serve the material best, serve the characters best? And even small differences in the languages. The Japanese may be able to just say heartless, but we have to say the heartless, which gives these guys an extra syllable to fit into the same animated beat. Or the Japanese may voice a head turn or a smile, which is something that we would leave silent in English. So we have to find something that's going to feel natural in that moment. And I'm so thankful that these two are so great at it.
Ejemplo de palabra, pues eso lo he dicho.
What do you think about when you adapt these characters for Kingdom Hearts, both as you shape the script and once you're in the booth with the actors?
It starts with knowing the characters inside and out, their perspectives, their vocabularies, their speaking rhythms, and then imagining them in these new situations. Take King Mickey, for example. He is the Mickey we all know and love from all of Mickeydom. He's open-hearted, he's generous, but here he's a leader who is fighting darkness, so naturally he's going to react differently. He's going to say different things, and he's going to say them in a different manner. And then the actors bring their magic to it. The script changes in the room so much because of what these guys bring to it. no matter how well I thought I timed something out, we're gonna add words, we're gonna move words, we're gonna change them around, and that's just to capture all they are bringing because they know these characters so well. And then I want to be open to surprises. I always want to be open to surprises. I can't tell you how many times Jim Cummings has made a Pete line 1,000 times funnier with an improvisation that totally fits the moment, but none of us could have anticipated. And then with the characters like Sora and Riku, we want to make sure that we're totally capturing the nuance of the Japanese while still delivering a performance that is natural in English. And again, Haley, David, so amazing at doing this. A lot of my direction, I mean, I'll be honest, a lot of my direction to Haley as Sora is just a little goofier, or because it's Sora, a little whinier, right?
A lot of whining.
And for David, for Riku, it's even more serious. A little more angsty. Can I get a little more angst, right? Yeah.
¿Más serio todavía, tú?
Yeah, man.
Bueno, hablado básicamente de todos los personajes. Tenemos a Mickey, que Mickey que todos conocemos, tal, pero tiene que relacionar de cierta manera porque está echando contra la luz, tal. Pete, que dice frases graciosas, aunque los medio conocen, pero no anticipo lo que dice, tal. Sobre, la increíble actuación de estos dos como soy Riku, ¿vale? Poco más.
Ever, is that right?
It's true, yeah. It's one of the crazy aspects of voice recording. I think in all the voice recording jobs I've ever done, rarely have. I think Hey Arnold was the only time I've ever been in the same room with the other actors. But it's nice because as we jump around recording sections of the game, sometimes it'll be Japanese audio, and then sometimes I'll hear David's voice or somebody else's voice. It's nice to encounter that. Something that just popped into my head is like I technically got to do a scene with Rutger Hauer in one of the previous games, which was a tremendous honor. So it's an interesting aspect of this job. Yeah.
Yeah. I've actually been looking for Haley for 25 years. I'm glad I finally found him.
Only here at D23, man. Yeah. So with 25 years,
no ha dicho, perdón, justo lo contrario, que no eran juntos. ¿Y qué hace buscando
I heard you found something from back in the day that you want to show everyone here.
I did. A colleague of mine who worked a ton on the first two games, his wife made this beautiful scrapbook after Kingdom Hearts 1. So here's a Wayback Machine, y'all.
¿Qué cojones, hostia?
Oh, I forgot the merman me. Hey. Wow.
¿Usted tiene una copia de Final Fantasy X firmado? No me jodas, ¿en serio?
Give it up. Haley, question for you, man. What comes to mind when you look at those photos? You know, making the first Kingdom Hearts. For fans who have never seen how, you know, what was the experience like from your side? What do you remember? Were there anything new, surprising about it as the process was going on?
I had done a lot of Disney voiceover jobs before Kingdom Hearts, but taking this on was a completely different animal because I'd never recorded over dialogue in another language. That's our big challenge, is as Renee mentioned, getting the right spaces and the right lengths, but also conveying the same meaning and matching the gestures that he does, sometimes really big gestures. And it's been such a delight to learn how to do this over 25 years. And now it's like a really specific skill that I have and that we have as a team together that I'm really proud of. I also am confronted daily with how high my voice was back then.
Yeah.
And that's another challenge of the job, is that Sora's just a little bit younger than me, and so I
diferencia entre Sora y
unable to use about 70% of my natural register, and you have to try and find ways to have variety and expressiveness using a very limited part of like the top part of your voice. Another fun thing is, and you might see this at some point, doing the really young me, the way that the shape has to happen inside my head, it kind of feels like my eyes are popping out of my head when I'm doing it, so that's an interesting part of it too.
Look forward to seeing the BTS on that one. David, what about you, man?
When I think back about recording the very first game, for me it really represents like two really special milestones in my career. So the first one, and the one that I was most excited about, kind of stepping into the role was the fact that it was the first time I got to contribute to a video game. And like, I've been a gamer my whole life, and you know, I've always worked in film and television, but then I'd come home and I'd play video games. That was my way of kind of relaxing and so having the opportunity to contribute to a video game, I was all in, no matter what it was. I was ready to come in and do what I could. But then to come in and to see that the character that was presented to me was actually a bad guy in the first game. I was 16 or 17 when we recorded the first game, and I in my young career, I was always kind of like a golden boy. You know, I always played like kind of good kids, and so it was a huge deal for me to be able to portray a character that leaned into the darkness a little bit. And so it was important to me that I stepped up to that challenge, and I'm very proud of it.
Yeah, job well done, man. Make some noise for him. Renee had mentioned earlier that even a head turn or a smile can require a very specific sound. So what type of sounds, like, the fans may assume is easy, like a laugh or a gasp or a fall or a short attack, that's actually surprisingly hard to get right in the booth? Want to take this one? David?
Well, all the fun noises we kind of bunch up for the very last day of recording. We call that fight day. So we that's where we do all of our attacks and our when we take damage, and you kind of finish your recording session when you're all done with your final death scream. If you need to have like a kind of you're defeated, So we save all that fun stuff for the end. But I think in general, the most difficult kind of emotion to kind of noise to make really is just genuine laughter. Sadness and anger, those are things that you kind of dig for internally. You kind of well it up inside of you and you look for it there. But laughter is really external. It's kind of involuntary. Things make you laugh. So, and because of that, everyone kind of laughs differently. Everyone kind of, that comes out of you, it's pulled out of you from something. So to have to laugh on cue without anything funny happening is the hardest part for me.
The laughing is really hard because it has to be arranged with physical movements on screen too, so it's kind of like an unnatural way of hitting those things and doing it in a high register, because I think my laugh is closer to Seth Rogen's laugh.
La parte de reírse la cuota.
14-year-old boy. But I will say the fun stuff and the stuff that comes easier than you might think are the big, like the hits and the attacks and some of the big yells of grief. I'm thinking of one in particular from Kingdom Hearts 3 that we really built up for a while. We're like, this scream is going to be crazy. Like, we'll leave it till the end because you're just going to be wrecked after it.
First take.
It was the
first take is what's in the game.
I had 4 hours to think about it while we were in the booth, and I was ready. I mean, and when I think the note is like, everyone you've ever known is gone, it's like, that kind of gives you a clear idea of how he's feeling.
Well, I want to thank you three so much for being here today and providing us with a glimpse into how Kingdom Hearts has been made for almost 25 years from your perspective. So make some noise for them, my guys.
Yeah, right.
And also, Renee, thank you so much for giving us such a fascinating look on how these performances come together. So please give Renee a round of applause. Now, before we move on, there is a special guest who would like to say something to you all.
Algo especial tiene, Quieto. Qué guapo, ¿no?
Hi everyone, I'm Miwirino. Thank you for coming to the
Hostia, es el actor de Sora en Japón.
日本語版で、
Eso es.
空の役を演じていますMiwirinoです。
¿Ha dicho lo mismo que yo?
当時12歳、13歳ぐらいの頃にオーディションを受けて、
Tenía 12
空
o
の役を
13.
演じることが決まり、その当時
Interpretar el papel de Sora.
は
Entonces en vez de actuar me sentía más bien usando mi propia voz para sentirme a mí mismo natural interpretando solo. Pero ahora que me he vuelto mayor, más mayor, he empezado a sentir... ¡Hostia! Cuando termino más difícil, como solo he crecido con el personaje, mi habilidad como actor han crecido. Deja poner muy rápido, tío. ¿Cómo te sientes sobre sí, por el 25 aniversario, por celebrarlo? Increíblemente que Kingdom Hearts haya llegado tan lejos. No, ha durado tanto. Sí, como mencionaba esto, ha podido estar al principio. Orgulloso de que esta serie sea tan querida por fans de todo el mundo a día de hoy también. ¿Te gustaría compartir unas pequeñas palabras de relación con nuestros fans de todo el mundo? Hostia, a ver si. Vale. Para todos los fans, gracias por el apoyo continuado a Kingdom Hearts. De mi propia experiencia, grabar Kingdom Hearts ha sido el trabajo más difícil que he hecho como un actor de voz. Comparado a otros juegos, el proceso de grabación toma mucho tiempo. A veces 1 o 2 años o 3. Hostia. Para un juego. Vale, es increíble ver todo el reconocimiento que me da. Espero seguir como solo durante mucho tiempo. Muchísimas gracias. Tienes un mensaje para Hailey, la voz de Sora en inglés, y para David, la de Riku. Vale, hola. Creo que Hailey y yo tenemos más o menos la misma edad y hemos tenido la oportunidad de doblar al mismo personaje en otros proyectos. Entonces tengo una conexión con él a través de su experiencia. Vale, espero con ganas al día en el que nos podamos conocer en persona en una futura aventuras. Por último, puedes hacer una línea de Sora famosa. Dale. ¡Oh! Me encanta. Mis amigos son mi poder, tío. Buah.
All right. Thank you, Mio, for that message, man. Like I had mentioned earlier on, Sora and Riku have actually never been in a studio together in a booth.
Hostia, para interpretar aquí.
Anything of this incredible history of this video game Kingdom Hearts. So that's what makes what you're about to see so special. The reason being that Haley Joel Osment and David Gallagher will now perform the final scene from Kingdom Hearts 2.
La escena final de Kingdom Hearts 2. Hostia, pero ponerle el vídeo, por favor.
It's really like what's going on. So just I'm freaking out. Here we go. Sora, Donald, Goofy, and Mickey journey to the world that never was. Organization 13's stronghold, where they reunite with Riku and save Kairi. With victory seemingly at hand, Kairi, Mickey, Donald, and Goofy escape through a portal home.
Sí, todos escapan menos sobre Riku.
Xemnas suddenly returns, cutting off their escape and forcing the two friends to remain behind for one final confrontation.
Una última batalla contra
Sora and
Xemnas.
Riku face off and defeat Xemnas, the leader of the Nobodies.
¿Xemnas?
We did it!
¡Qué bien le salió!
At that moment, a bunch of Nobodies appear and surround the two.
I wouldn't be too sure of that.
A flash of light, and all of the Nobodies dissipate. We know Sora and Riku just got through with an epic and long-fought battle. They're both exhausted, and Riku falls to his knees.
Sora, I can't.
Don't say another word. It's not over. It's just not.
Sora helps Riku to his feet.
How can you say that? Even if we could go on. Look where we are.
Oh, come on, Riku. You've been hanging out in darkness too long. You gotta try and think positive.
Sora?
Hmm?
You lead.
Got it.
Me traducí, es que quiero escucharlo.
After some time wandering through the void, the two appear stuck.
You know, I always figured I was better at stuff than you.
Really?
Are you mad?
No. I kind of always thought you were better at everything, too.
A glimmer of light appears ahead.
Riku, look. What's that light?
They enter the light. The two find themselves at the dark margin, the edges of the realm of darkness, near a shore overlooking an endless sea.
End of the road.
Yep.
Put me down. I can walk.
Sora walks up to the water and looks around.
You know, maybe the darkness has gotten to me, too.
He hears a thump behind and turns. Riku has collapsed to the ground.
Riku!
Sora runs to Riku.
This world is perfect for me. If this is what the world really is, just this, then maybe I should fade back into darkness.
Riku.
If the world is made of light and darkness,
Sora sits
we'll
up
be in
and
the
smiles.
darkness.
Yeah. The other side, the realm of light, is safe now. Kairi, the king, and the others are there.
That's what I mean. Hey, Sora, could you help me? I want to get down to the water.
Sora takes Riku by the shoulder and helps him walk towards the water.
At least the waves sound the same.
We hear the waves as time passes. The two are now sitting at the edge of the water.
What I said back there about thinking I was better at stuff than you? To tell you the truth, Sora, I was jealous of you.
What for?
I wished I could live life the way you do. Just following my heart.
Yeah, well, I've got my share of problems too.
Like what?
Like wanting to be like you.
Well, there is one advantage to being me. Something you could never imitate.
Really? What's that?
Having you for a friend.
Then I guess I'm okay the way I am. I've got something you could never imitate too.
More
Having
time
you as a friend.
passes. The two are still sitting at the water's edge. A bottle washes up toward Riku. He
Hola,
grabs
botellita.
it, takes out the letter inside, and gives
La
it a glance.
carta. Ahí está.
Sora?
Léela, léela.
I think it's for you.
We hear the text of the letter read out loud. Sora and Kairi's voices blend together.
Eso que está pensando es que aquí hablan Sora y Kairi.
We'll
¿Qué
leave
van a
it to
hacer aquí?
Sora.
Thinking of you,
Sora,
wherever
Sora.
you are.
We pray for
our
sorrows to end.
end and hope that our hearts
Shall
will blend.
blend.
Now I will step forward to realize this wish.
What?
And who knows? Starting a new journey may not be so hard. Or maybe it's already begun. There are many worlds, but they share the same
Same
sky.
sky. Eso tenía que decirlo, ¿vale? Perdón.
One sky,
One destiny.
one destiny.
Buah.
A door of light starts to open up before them.
Light.
The door to light.
Sora stands up and reaches down.
We'll go together.
Riku takes his hand.
Nico.
Yeah.
Hay una referencia de eso en Union Cross, ¿eh? En Union Cross de PC.
They walk through the door.
Tío, qué guapo. Qué barbaridad, tío.
How does it feel, man? How does it feel for both of you to sit there and do that, man?
Pretty good, pretty good. Took 25 years. I'm glad we finally did it.
What a special treat. What'd you guys think about that?
Genial, tío.
Listen, it's been an all-around amazing process, man. Thank you guys so much for being here. I still want to figure out how we can capture this moment, though. I feel like we got to move some stuff out of the way. Let's just move some stuff out the way very quickly. Let's get this out the way. I'm going to take this over here. Yeah, and I feel like there's only really one way to kind of end this. We need one more special guest, don't you think?
¿Qué? ¿Quién?
I got Sora with me. I got Riku with me. I feel like I need
¿Aire?
Mickey with me.
¡Hostia, de Mickey! Ah, pero literalmente. Pero el Mickey de... O sea, ¿el Mickey con un disfraz o es un tío random con un disfraz de Mickey?
Now, all around, I just feel like we got to capture this moment with everybody in the room. Can we just get a big family group selfie right here? Let's turn around here. We're gonna turn around, Mickey. We're gonna turn around.
Esa foto la pasa, ¿no? Hostia, imagínate salir en esa foto, tío, qué locura.
Kingdom Hearts on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Kingdom Hearts.
There it is. There it is.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you guys for coming out.
Se acabó. ¡Guau, tío, está muy guapo! ¡La música!
So long, everybody. Hope you had a great time. And remember, may your heart be your
guiding key. ¡Buah! No hay nada más, ¿no? Oh, qué guapo que hice por aquí. No hacer ni caer ni los muchos, ¿verdad? Por lo de Fortnite, era mentira, mira. Ay, que sí, mejor. Es que Fortnite, o sea, que no pegan Fortnite, o sea, nada. O sea, literalmente nada, pero lo. A ver. Creo que no, sí que se filtró el cochito de Rocket League. No sé, tío, a lo mejor lo anuncian en otro momento. No lo sé. Pero hasta aquí Kingdom Hearts. Era de 23, si me apoya, tío. Lo de ayer fue más impactante, ¿vale? Porque te anuncian trailer de casi 4, anime, rollo. ¿Qué cojones? Qué guapo, tío. Pero bueno. Creo que voy a subir o sea, voy a subir el vídeo entero y la reacción del trailer aparte. O sea, de hecho, ahora mismo, ¿vale? Lo corto. Hasta el próximo.